DJ HollyW8D reporting live with It's More Than Music with East Coast Eazy. All right, man. We are back with East Coast Eazy, man. It's your boy DJ HollyW8D. It's More Than Music is a brand. You know the vibes, man. East Coast Eazy, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Living life.
It's been a while, man. It's been a while.
Yeah, had some things going on. Had to get some stuff taken care of in my own life and be able to, move forward again.
Facts. Well, first and foremost, man, we made it past 2020, man. That was a crazy year. So cheers to that. Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Click up everybody's cup real quick. Cheers. So now let the people know, man. So who is East Coast Eazy?
All right, so East Coast is I'm an artist, upcoming artist from New York. I am 30 years old. I've been working a lot right now on creating my album, writing it. Just been getting back into the studio, recording some songs. I am trying to be able to put a bunch of projects together where I'm able to line myself up as an artist to a certain standard where, a lot of people in the industry could start, looking at me and working with me and stuff like that. A lot of people, they wanted to they really want a music video. They want to see my image. They want to see what East Coast is all about on camera versus, just hearing his music. They all say his music is valid. Yeah, his music's valid. His lyrics are valid. This is good. But we want to see how he is as a performer, as an artist all together. So I'm really focusing right now on the getting that videos done and stuff.
So where did it all start for East Coast Eazy? For me, I'm big into knowing people's beginnings. So where did it happen where East Coast Eazy found music?
All right, so it started when I was about 12 years old, and I heard the real Slim Shady.
Okay,
on the
radio. Stand up.
Yeah, on the radio. On the radio. Yeah, please stand up. Okay. Sorry, how to do that. No, I heard the real Slim Shady on the radio, and I was like, yo, this is awesome. Who is this? Like, what is this guy about? Like, what's even his name? Like, and then once I found out who it was, I bought his album, and I started listening to Eminem, and I connected with him. I liked how he put his energy into each of his songs, the energy he brought into each of his songs. I enjoyed how he talked about real stuff, and I felt like I could relate to him. So I would listen to his CD on repeat every single day. Morning, night.
What's your top 3 Eminem tracks?
My top 3 Eminem tracks are The Way I Am, 25 to Life.
Okay.
And I got a lot of respect for Rap God. It was a good.
That's the newer one, right?
It was a good track. No, that song. That was the song off of Marshall Mathers LP 2.
Oh, okay. He came up with
that was like the techno-ish rap one where he spit really fast at the end.
I don't know if I heard that one actually. Rap God. I gotta put that in the ball.
Yeah, no. But so it started by listening to him, and I was like, all right, I love music. Like, I like music a lot. That's when I realized I like music just in general. Mm-hmm. And then after, from there, it had, I got grounded one day, and I was supposed to go to a football game with this girl I was dating at the time. Her name was Tara. Shout out to Taylor, wherever you are in your life right now. I mean, it's not Taylor. It's Tara, not Taylor. My bad. But yeah,
you said there's some champagne. Please excuse us.
Yeah, thank you, Tara, for this day. Tara basically was gonna meet her at the football game. I did some dumb. Am I allowed to curse?
I mean, are you?
I did some dumb shit, okay, and and basically, my parents locked me in my bedroom, took my phone away from me. They took my computer away from me. They took the house phone away from me. They took everything away from me except the clothes on my back, and they would slide me food under the door.
Wow, that sounds like a whole CPS situation.
Yeah, I'm joking about sliding the food under the door.
I know. So what they leave you with? Just some you found a pen and paper?
They left me with pen and paper to do schoolwork.
So and obviously, instead of writing a journal, you did some.
I was like, I need to do something to make this girl like me still. This girl's gonna think I ditched her. She's gonna show up. It was like October, November, around this time actually, so it's cold. She's there waiting for me, and I'm just not gonna show. and it was like kind of like my first real girlfriend, you know. So
was it? So you wrote like a poem for her, or you wrote some bars for her?
Oh no, I wrote a song. It was called "The Whole World," and it's stuck on MySpace forever. So shout out to anybody that wants to hear me.
I heard they're bringing back MySpace too.
Maybe, but anybody that wants to go on to MySpace and hear my first song, you could go on there and type in Platinum for Life. You'll find it.
Platinum for Life.
Yeah. But that's a whole nother story. But anyway.
Good old internet.
Yeah. So I made her a song. I brought it in the next day, showed it to her friends, showed it to her, and it caught on. You know, I was like, oh, this guy's actually pretty good. Like, this song is good. And then I was like, oh, well, this worked, you know, because she didn't leave me. She stayed with me.
Right.
And so I saved my own ass at the end of the day. And I was like, okay, well, if I could get these type of reactions from music and they think it's not actually that bad, then why not like try to get better at this and try to write a better song and then a better song and a better song.
So now, who was the first person that you felt like believed in you, where you were like, oh, well, I think I'm good, but you know, this person believing in me, like, oh shit, like I'm really, really onto something. Who was that first person for you back then?
That's a really good question.
That wasn't on the script.
That was a really good question. So the first person who believed in me, probably.
The lunch.
I mean, it had to have been my dog, because my dog would listen to me 24/7.
Like the
actual.
I mean, I hope she believed in me because I was rapping every single day.
How would you know she didn't believe in you then?
I don't know. I'm just saying. So
she's like,
yeah, she ran away. You know, she never run away. But no, the first person who I think really believed in me was probably her. It was her. She was like, you have a lot of talent. You're really good at rhyming. You're really good at making up metaphors. I like the sound of your voice.
Wait, is this the dog or is this Tara?
No, Tara.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she definitely was the one that gave me the put me in my comfort zone to be able to continue to produce music, write music, and want to actually take it more serious as I got older. Because like I said, back then I was like 12, 13 years old.
Yeah.
So it was more about just kind of messing around and stuff. And then she would actually ask me, hey, have you wrote anything lately? You know, and at first I'd be like, no, not much. And then, you know, as more as she asked, she's like, I really want you to write me something. Like, I want another song or something. So I would sit down and write, and then kind of like just progressed from there.
So was it? So it was actually rap, or because I feel like that's like certified lover boy vibe. So was it? You was rapping it to her? You was singing to her? Like,
no, it was rap.
Oh, okay. So you've been rapping out the gate then?
Yeah.
You be singing though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, shower singing.
Shower singing?
Shower singing.
You put I don't want that.
That's where the real performance is.
So now, you know, like I said, back to the beginning. So like, what type of student were you? Like, what was your favorite subjects? Like, were you really into school, or what was the vibes on that?
So when it comes to school, right, I went through stages. So I was really quiet in the beginning, up until like 5th grade, 6th grade. Didn't talk to too many people. Didn't have too many friends. I looked predominantly different from people because a lot of the people I grew up around, they were like really white, you know. So I have more of the dark tan complexion. So it was just kind of like, oh, who is he? He's an outcast type of thing. So but then in like 6th grade, I started like talking to more people and coming out of my own shell. And then I actually I started getting friends because I tripped my English teacher.
No way.
And I thought she was a student. She's a little girl. She's like this tall. She's probably a midget.
You tripped her?
I tripped her in the hallway thinking it was going to be cool because she was walking by. And I was basically like, yo, I'm going to trip this girl. Like the 2 friends I did have, I'm like, I'm going to trip this girl. It's going to be so funny.
What?
I was a jerk.
What?
Right? So I put my leg out and I tripped her and it ended up being the teacher. So it kind of caught on. And then people were like, yo, that's the kid for tripping.
You get suspended or you didn't get in trouble for that?
No, I got suspended on my first day of 7th grade.
First day of 7th grade.
That's tough.
And so is there like you shifted into like the good kid at a point? What was the other phase?
No, that was the phases I meant. So that was like the beginning, and then I went to like a goth phase. I thought I was like dressing all black and wear the chains, Hot Topic and stuff, and then
not Hot Topic.
And then I went into like the preppy boy And then I went from the preppy boy to like the skater, and I got my eyebrow pierced, and I was like driving. You don't drive, but I was riding skateboards and doing tricks and stuff like that. And I thought it was cool. And
can you still do it like an ollie or whatever it's called?
Yeah, I could ollie. I'm an ollie.
Nose flip?
In my music video, I'm gonna be skateboarding.
Look out for it. Say less. I'm
fact.
only using that.
I am.
Say
I'll
that.
do a kickflip, no matter how many takes. But and then basically like when I graduated or my senior year, that's when I was like, okay, I'm gonna make music my thing. Like I'm gonna do music no matter what, and I'm gonna follow it. It's gonna be my career. It's what I love to do, and one day I want to make money from it. And I started taking it really seriously, and I started doing shows when I was 17, and I pretty much was telling myself that it's the only option. This is your only option. Like in that Eminem song, "Lose Yourself."
Mm-hmm.
I used to listen to that song all the time.
How much times you watch 8 Mile?
I only actually watched 8 Mile once in my life.
Really?
Yeah. I don't like watching movies twice. Yeah.
That's East Coast Eazy facts.
I will only watch a movie once.
Word.
But unless I'm in the movie, then I might watch it twice.
Touche.
But no, so I really gravitated towards that motto of you only have one chance, don't let your opportunity go. You better lose yourself in the moment. Like his lyrics, I really made that a part of me and a part of my goals, my aspirations, my dreams, whatever they may be in life. So I became like extremely dedicated, extremely motivated, and that's when I started. I met this guy named Neil. I used to work at Lids, and I was the assistant manager there. That just made a noise.
Here, let me check it out.
And
We go.
okay, I was the assistant manager at Lids. I met Neil, and he had a little home studio at his house. He was like 24 years old, 23 years old. I was, like I said, 17 at the time. So I used to play my music in Lids that I would record off my computer, and he heard it. He was like, yo, I like this, da da da. I actually have a real home studio at my house. Come over and start recording with me and writing. So I would go over there after work or before work, and we would smoke and roll up, chill, drink, and record and write. And that's where I perfected my flow, or found my flow and found my voice, and was able to experiment a lot with how I sound on a microphone, and being able to just find my flow and that's where I learned also I could rap really fast or slow, yeah, pretty much took it from there.
Word. So backtracking a little bit too. So when you went from writing these lyrics for your girlfriend at the time to to this 18 show, what were your parents saying? Like, were they supporting it? Were they not rapper?
My parents were very supportive of my music career.
Mm-hmm.
They still are. They know I have talent. They believe in my talent. My mother was the executive promotional manager for Showtime on Broadway.
Okay.
Down in Manhattan before they adopted me. Another East Coast fact, I'm adopted. So I was adopted from Romania. My parents flew out there when I was 28 days old, only child. And yeah, so they support me. They were there for me. Actually, when I was turned 19, they flew me out to Orlando, and I recorded my EP out there with Akon's nephew. He was in Full Sail University at the time.
The East Coast Eazy fact.
Yeah, and that went pretty good. It was a pretty bad experience though, because they were all heavy into the industry, and what they would do is they pretty much told my parents, "Hey, we're gonna fly your son out here, record his EP, and it'll be done during the day, and he'll be safe, and this and that." But they would bring me out to the club, keep me there until 2 o'clock in the morning, and then bring me to the studio at 3 o'clock in the morning, feed me Molly and cocaine, and then be like, "Okay, go in the booth and record."
Some super industry shit.
Yeah. And then we would do that till 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, and then go to sleep and wake up at 5 o'clock.
And do it all
I did
over
that,
again.
for like 2 weeks straight.
Word.
So it was pretty messed up, but.
So within that, what kind of what kind of veered you into, you saying like, well, I still want to, be in the music industry?
Because it's my life. I love it.
Word.
I mean, it made me realize, it made me realize that, there's going to be obstacles and there's going to be things that come your way that you're just going to have to learn how to, maneuver around and be able to work yourself around it. Now, if that was put in front of me or if I was working with somebody, well, I wouldn't even allow myself to be in a situation like that to work with somebody. I'm not going to mix those type of things into time when you're recording and you're in the studio and you're making work and you're trying to get songs done and stuff like that. I record all my music. So, a lot of artists, they like to smoke, they like to get high, they like to be intoxicated with something or this or that, but I'm trying to, bring the realest stuff to the table possible. I want to be sober. I want to be able to know what's going on, what I'm thinking about, and be able to really produce and make the best songs, especially when you're working with the engineer in the studio. You want to be on your A game because they might not catch everything and you might be able to catch something,
For sure, yeah. It's your product too, feel me? So you gotta know like, what do you? Because a lot of situations happen where artists get in the studio and they leave with a product that they don't fully like, and then they play for some people and they're like, oh yeah, I kind of heard that too in the studio. Excuse me, but they didn't say anything, And I feel like it's your end product to know how you want to sound and how you want, your song project or whatever to come out. So I definitely hear that.
Yeah, when we were recording Shadows, I put about an hour into editing it myself. Playing around with all the different tools on there, going into it. I had no idea what the hell all these plugins were at all, but I was just like clicking on everything to know what I like, what it sounded like, and stuff like that. And the guy looked at me, the engineer, and he was like, there's millions of plugins, and you're wasting time right now, your studio time, and I was like, this is my studio time. I'm gonna do what I want to do, and if I want to sit here and hit every button and hear how everything sounds, I'm gonna do it until I find something I like. And I want to be a part of every project, as much as I can, and learn and stuff.
Right. So now, I got a question for you. So what are some East Coast Eazy studio essentials? Give me 3 things that you feel like you need in the studio with you.
Red Bull.
Red Bull, okay.
Red Crew.
Shout out to Red Bull.
Red Bull. I need Red Bull. People I feel comfortable around that I could trust. That could be another ear, like second ear.
Yeah.
Somebody that could, let me know if my voice is starting to sound not as good. Someone basically who I trust versus just the engineer, because at the end of the day, he's there to make money, So it's like, or he has other things planned after the session is done, and he just maybe wants to get through it as soon as he can, or this or that, whatever, whatever the thing might be. So like definitely somebody with me that I could trust, And then the third thing would probably be my phone.
Oh, so you do your lyrics off the phone, not like you don't do the pen and paper that your parents force you to do anymore?
I do it off my phone.
Word. So now my other question for you. So what comes first for East Coast Eazy? Is it the beat or is it the lyrics? Which comes first?
I would say it's the beat, 100%. For me, I gotta find a beat. I gotta zone in on the beat, connect with it, and then I'll just start freestyling and stuff. And that's usually how I start my songs, is by freestyle.
Word. And
then I'll catch like one line out of doing that for about 40 minutes to an hour, and then that one line that I think sounds really good, then I'll start writing in my phone after I get that one good line. But I like the first line to come out natural. I don't want to think about it, because when you first hear a song. When you first hear somebody's song, the very first line is usually the most important. Most important. It's going to catch your attention or whatnot, besides the beat. So I feel like if I find my first line in my songs in a natural way, where I'm just freestyling, it's a lot better than writing.
Word. So now, what stands out to you when you find these beats? What stands out to you? Is it like certain instruments, or is it like what? How do you you know, on YouTube they got like the East Coast, or they have like the type beats, right? So if there was like an East Coast Eazy type beat, like what would that even sound like?
It would sound like it would sound like they would have a lot of snares, a lot of drums, some trumpets. Maybe the beat would change up in the middle, kind of like how they did in Sicko Mode with Drake and Travis.
Okay.
I like futuristic type of beats. I don't like boring beats that go over and over, like 0 to 100 by Drake. Like, to me, that was boring. That's a great freestyle beat, you know?
Fire.
Good beat, but I like more flashy stuff. Things that I could, like a roller coaster ride. That's what it is. Yeah. If you typed in East Coast Eazy type beat, the name of the first song that would pop up would be called Roller Coaster. Because I wanted to take you on a ride. I want to take you up and down. There's got to be a beginning, a middle, and an end to the beat.
Fair enough. So listen, make sure you go check out the East Coast Eazy beat on YouTube, man. They're gonna be out there one day, I promise you. All right, boom. So now to this 18. You said 18-year-old was your first performance?
17.
17. Okay, so what was that first performance like? Were you nervous? Like you turned it up?
My first performance.
Like what was the vibes?
My first performance was at the Thirsty Turtle in White Plains, New York.
Thirsty Turtle, okay.
And
how many people were brought in? How many?
It was like 600 people in there.
Oh wow.
Okay, it was a lot. Okay. Let me explain. There's a story behind this.
I'm here for it.
So it was a teen event. It was a teen night, right? And I was dating this chick Ashley at the time. So we went with a couple of other friends and everything. My father owns a business down in the Bronx, and he ended up doing work for this company. So he got us in for free that night, basically, because of my father doing the work and everything. So it was really cool because all the people were waiting out line, you know? It was like a long ass line, and we just walked past everybody, put bracelets on us, and went in there. So there was like halfway through the night, there was like a performance there, and these kids got on stage. It was like 4 kids, and they rapped / sang, and I thought they were horrible. So I jumped on stage. And I went to the DJ, and I said, I jumped on stage once, not in front of, like, I didn't jump in front of them.
Not during their performance?
No, during the performance, I jumped on stage.
Oh my goodness.
I went to the DJ, though. Okay. Like, so the side of the stage.
Okay.
So, yeah, you know, I went to the DJ and said, I rap, I'm way better than them. I want to rap battle the main guy. I was like, pick any beat you want. And DJ thought it was interesting, I guess, an interesting
and he let
request.
You do it.
And I did it. And we put on no one on the corner got swagger like swagger. That was the beat they picked. So I went first, then he went, then I went, then he went again, and basically you had to scream. You know, at the end the DJ asked to scream to see who won, and I won. So that was the first. I guess that was really like the first performance, but it was like 500, 600 people.
You remember any bars that you spit back then, or
I just remember. I remember I called him gay. I said he liked to play and that he liked to play in a sandbox behind his grandmother's house. And then like when I said that, the whole crowd went like when the word gay came out of my mouth, everybody went like it got like super quiet. It's on Facebook somewhere. You could like I'll have to send it to you one day to look at. Everybody got really quiet, and then I like finished the bar. And everybody went crazy and started screaming, ah! And then he tried rapping again, and nobody would like shut up. So it was basically like over.
East Coast Eazy, man. Where was it? You said Thirsty
Turtle in White Plains, New York.
Thirsty Turtle. I gotta check out that, man. You said 600 people?
Yeah, there was 600 people in there.
Congrats, man. Congrats. So now, for the people who don't know East Coast Eazy, man. So what are some things that people should know about you that they know you're a music artist, but what else is there? There's more to an artist than what people see. So what are some other stuff about East Coast Eazy that people might not know? What do you love to do outside of music?
I love hiking.
Okay.
I like nature a lot.
I'm gonna take you on a hike and we're gonna do another interview and I'm gonna see if you're gonna keep up.
I do keep up.
Alright, we're gonna see.
Breakneck Mountain in Cold Spring, great spot.
Oh, he knows the names.
It's a good hike. No, but I love being in nature. Hikes, working out is a real good way to relieve stress. I enjoy, watching movies, shopping. I really like to shop a lot. I like animals. I found a cat.
Dogs.
Dog. dog, more of a dog.
More of a dog guy?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I found a cat in my house yesterday.
More East Coast Eazy.
But, I mean, some other things about me that people don't know is I'm working on right now a nonprofit organization called GABA. It stands for Give All Babies a Home, and it's going to work in coincidence with adoption agencies to help get people, help fund families that might not have enough money to be able to adopt overseas so they can stay in a hotel for 30 days. Because a lot of people just think they go over, they pick a baby up, and then they come back and it's all done. But there's a lot of stuff you got to do in the courts. Yeah, in the courts and with lawyers and stuff. And it adds up, and it's a lot of money and a lot of time. And a lot of families might not be able to have that amount of money that they need to stay in that hotel. So I want them to be able to come to our company one day and be able to basically get the funds that they need after they could prove what their income is and this and that. Also, you know, some other things that I like to share with people when I get the opportunity is I'm really big into equality. I don't like people getting bullied and stuff. I hate it. I hate when
No more tripping teachers, I'm assuming.
Yeah, no, that was no. That was way back in the day. But I don't like it when people get bullied. I like to stand up for other people. I like to try to also bring out other people's talents too. You know, I might like see something in someone and they might not believe it or see it in themselves, and I would take the time and the energy out to be able to help like craft their talent, whatever it is. If it's photography, if it's dancing, if it's drawing, if it's, you know, talking in front of people, if it's whatever it may be. I enjoy helping others. I enjoy seeing other people succeed as much as I want to see myself succeed, and that stems from all the support I got from my family growing up, my mom and dad, and what they did for me in my life, and how they never gave up on me, and they sent me through private schools, and they sent me to college, and they got me the best of the best for whatever it was in my life. So I feel like a way for me giving back is just by sharing the love and doing whatever I could do for others to help them.
Facts. So speaking of others, man, you brought some people here with you on the couch, man. Introduce them.
All right, so this is Chrissy. It's my girlfriend.
Hello, Chrissy.
My biggest fan I got.
Okay.
This is my manager, Brandon. And this is
Brandon, what up?
What's up?
And this is Rory over here.
Rory in the cut.
Yo,
Yeah, he's another artist too. He's just, you know, trying to be able to get comfortable and find his voice and everything. But I'm telling you, shout out, he's Justin Bieber, man. You got competition with this guy. I'm telling you, one day you're gonna hear his voice. Fire.
Yo, Justin Bieber, you got some competition.
You heard it, man.
You heard it.
It's a confidence for me.
So yeah.
So now talk about how because you know management is very important, and you know a lot of artists. Sometimes a lot of artists really you know jump to getting a manager, or some artists you know feel like a manager alleviates a lot of the stress that they you know have to deal with as being a music artist. So how did you guys end up meeting together, and like what made you know commit to Brandon as being your manager?
You want to let him answer that?
Either or.
All right, Brandon, you take the spotlight for a minute.
I'm trying to remember the year we met, because we met like a few years ago.
Right.
At first. I know it's over Instagram. I don't really know how though. But yeah, we were just friends, and then I found out he was making music, did some promotions. You know, we just clicked, and then he was like, "Want to be my manager?" I was like, "Sure." It was kind of just both learning from each other. And now we're making like real big steps into multiple things. So
what about him as an artist like stood out where you was like, nah, I'll consider being your manager?
It was that he was different than a lot of other artists that I listen to. It was his lyrics, I think, because with a lot of people, you don't really know what they're saying all the time. It's a lot of kind of mumble. You don't always know. With him, I could understand every word that he's saying. They had meaning behind it, which I appreciate. And my parents appreciated it too. When I showed them the songs, they were like, "Oh, I can actually understand it. I actually like this."
Word.
And like, just him as a person, he's a real good person. He cares a lot. And I was like, yeah. And it's a learning experience for me too.
So now, what are some some strategies you guys came up with in regards to how you're gonna sell East Coast Easy to the music industry.
Well, so for recently, we've been on interviews with a lot of music production companies
Yeah.
for a music video coming out, and they're like, oh, what makes him so different? And kind of what I just said, like that. And that I think that makes him real different from everybody else is that everything that he does, he doesn't want it to be shown as it's just him. He wants everything to be a team.
Mm-hmm.
So like East Coast isn't just a person; it's a brand at the end of the day, and that's what he wants to make pop out, which a lot of people appreciate, and that makes him stand out a lot.
Facts.
Yeah, brand is a good way to put it, because he's got some affiliates. He's starting to work with other artists, you know? I mean, myself included, we got some stuff on the way that we're working on, so stay tuned for that.
Facts to me. So now, now you got, you know, like, so what is it working with like an upcoming artist? Because you know, everybody hears, because you say you're like new to management as well.
Yeah.
So what are some stuff that you know you learned along the way, and like that you're like you know you're still looking to learn and stuff like that?
It's exciting. Like I really have fun doing it, and any free time I have, I'll put right towards that. Because I'm still in college, so I'm still learning about business management and all that.
Word. What you studying in college?
Business management.
That makes sense.
Good.
But realizing that not everything that you learn in college like applies into what it is. A lot of it is more kind of expressing like your real opinion, not just looking at the books and trying to get all the correct information and all that. I'm learning a lot, and I really enjoy it, and it's really fun.
So what would you say are some of East Coast Easy's biggest strengths as a artist?
I would say his work ethic for sure. You know, he's a hard worker. He actually has 2 jobs right now. And,
Word.
yeah, he's working his ass off.
Bag.
Yeah, making sure that he gets everything taken care of, and I applaud him for that because that's not easy to do. And then his free time, he's looking up stuff. Even he doesn't even have to. He's just doing it because he loves music that much. He's doing that. He's writing songs. He's recording. He's just freestyling. Just keeps writing. He's a really hard worker. So I think that's definitely. Cause I know like some of my friends rap too, and they don't put in half the time.
Yeah, he's got that time management to a T.
Word. Facts. So now,
Besides being a half hour late today.
you have to bring up now you got your lady with you, so now you know to tap her into the interview. So what is it like dating a music artist? Because you know that's a lot of time that's not directed towards the relationship.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know, so how is that dating a music artist?
I mean, it's hard sometimes, but I back him up 150% with everything he does. So, you know, even if I'm inside watching TV and he's, you know, sitting there, you know, for 2 hours writing, then that's what it is. You know, I support him doing that.
Word. So, has he made you any songs yet? Because he said he's made a couple songs for you. Did you get your track yet?
Did I?
It's in the works.
Okay. Good answer.
It's in the works.
Good answer. So now, I forgot my other question, but now we're gonna segue over to Shadows, right? So you got Shadows in the works. That's is that a new single?
Yeah.
Okay, so speak on Shadows and how did that come about?
All right. So Shadows it's about a new relationship. When you meet somebody for the first time, and therefore after for the first couple of months, you're learning about them, they're learning about you, what your dislikes are, what your likes are. I'm talking like down from like little things like your pet peeves to just to bigger things as well. You know, what triggers you from your past, you know, if you had dated somebody that was emotionally abusive, or if you dated somebody that was into drugs, or whatever the fact may be, you know, you're learning about them, they're learning about you.
Right.
So I'm asking the person, you know, who you know, I'm not writing to someone specifically, you know, but just as I was writing the song, it was about telling this person to come out of the shadows a bit, come into the sunny side of life. You know, trust me, and in return I'll give you the same trust back. A lot of people, a lot of times in the beginning of relationships, when you start dating somebody, right, and they're new, you tend to maybe, what's that word I'm looking for? You tend to like take your ex and compare. You tend to compare people that you dated previously to the new person, And so this song is really also me saying, don't compare me to somebody else. Don't compare me to your ex, because I'm not your ex. And in return, I'm not going to expect you to compare me to your ex either.
Right.
This is a new start, a new beginning, and let's just take the time out to be able to get to know each other and go on this crazy journey and this crazy ride.
Right.
And have an awesome time.
So now, are we expecting a music video? Is there a release date for it? Like,
Yes. So we're on the page to release it New Year's.
Okay.
And there is a music video that we're working on right now. I'm working with multiple different production companies. One guy is out in Miami. He just shot a video for Cameron.
Nice.
And the other guy is his name's Clint. He's down in the Manhattan area, and he has like an 8.
So the production teams are.
Oh yeah, I brought them
different
together.
locations?
Yeah, and me and Brandon, we interviewed about 30 people, different teams and stuff the past couple of months, and we narrowed it down to 2. And one of our conversations we had together, I couldn't make my mind up, so I told him, yo, I want both of them. And at first he was like, that ain't gonna work.
Right.
Yeah, at first I was like, there ain't no way he's about to get 2 of these companies to work together. I just didn't see it happening.
So how did it work?
So I told him I'd
Told
make it
him
happen. If I wanted, I would make it happen. So I talked to them both, and I explained, my idea about getting them 2 together, because each had their own strengths that were really good, but in different areas of of their talent and their craft.
What were the strengths? Speak on some of those. What was something that you liked from this one that you were like?
I like that Antoine out of Miami, he had a really good strength when it comes to storytelling and the creativity side, being able to narrow things down, being able to specifically target certain ideas and expand on those ideas after they were targeted and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then Clint had more of the ability to communicate, and to communicate in a way that makes you feel comfortable, makes you feel like you're being taken care of. His ability to get things done and put in line and in order, like to call the airport, to be able to get a jet rented, to be able to get a Lamborghini rented, to be able to take all those steps properly. So like his organization and stuff, and the plugs he had too, of course.
Okay.
So you take 2 guys like that and you put them together. Clint also has about maybe like 15 years experience. Antoine in Miami has 23 years experience.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like Clint could look up to Antoine and learn a lot. And then Antoine could also learn a lot from Clint, from like the different type of like the different backgrounds that they both come from,
So when you first told them it, were they with it, or they were like?
Antoine was with it.
Antoine was with it 100%.
Was that the younger dude?
That was the older dude.
Oh, it's the older dude.
And
nice.
then Clint was like, I don't know if it's gonna be a power struggle, how it's gonna go, So I basically, had separate meetings with them once I made it known that I wanted them to work together, and then we had a Zoom conference with all of us together at the same time, and then you got to know each other, and they were talking. Honestly, that whole conference, I was eating pizza, and just chilling, and I was just listening.
What kind of pizza?
Pepperoni. Yeah, pepperoni.
Okay, East Coast Eazy facts.
So they were eating. I was eating, and I just pretty much sat back and let them talk. I was just paying attention to see how they communicated, because I didn't in my head, I was like, I want this to work, and I think it would work, but I also had to see for myself. So they connected on Zoom, and then they literally connected, and just started talking, and they had like a 40-minute conversation.
Yeah.
And I sat back and listened, and I watched, and I recorded everything on my phone. East Coast Eazy fact, I recorded everything on my phone.
Always.
Yep.
So
I can attest.
I recorded it, and I sat back and I watched it, later on. I rewatched it a couple times, and I was like, okay, I like how these guys communicate with each other, and they were just shooting ideas off of each other back and forth, you know, about, you know, how we're gonna rent the jet, and then who's gonna communicate like to the airport about being able to get space, and then, you know, maybe we could do a location here, or maybe we could do a location there, and then Antoine, you know, on his own time and on his own money, he looked at Clint and he was like, I'm gonna fly out here, you know, and look at the locations with you, and be able to get an idea for myself, and I want to be able to do that with you as well. And, you know, so I really just like how right off the bat they were about work, they were about getting a job done, getting you know, stuff completed. And I also really liked about them that they believe in this project a lot. They heard Shadows, you know, and when I first interviewed Clint, he started dancing in the middle of it. Yeah. And I was like, okay, I like this guy because, like, he really felt the song. And then, you know, Antoine shot back. When he heard it, he shot back to me. He was like, I've been doing this for 23 years, and it's very rare I get to work with the upcoming artists. Usually I work with artists that are already founded in the industry. Right. So it's really cool to find an artist that wants to work with me that's actually talented and actually is good. And brought me a good song and stuff, and I really appreciated his, like, honesty, and just like the fact that they both want to really be a part of it, because they know at the end of the day, through the interviews and stuff, they know that what they're about to make is going to be, you know, the face of what East Coast is, because everybody's been waiting to put you know, a face to everything, you know, versus just being able to listen to it. And my snaps I post and stuff on Instagram and stuff, you know, they want to be able to see final product.
So now, with the music video, what can we expect? You said the jet. Is gonna be a Lamborghini in there. Like, what can we expect in the music video?
Let Brandon talk about that.
You can expect a lot of fancy stuff like jets, cars, shadowy stuff. I don't want to say too much about it. Fire. It's I don't want to feel a storyline yet. I don't want to.
Okay. So we got some jets, we got some fire, we got some shadowy stuff. All right, so make sure y'all stay tuned for that. All right.
Yeah, I mean, we're taking over an airport.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So some big boss moves.
Renting an airport. The local news channel is probably going to be there recording it too. We're making waves with this music video.
Yeah, we got a whole thing planned. We have a whole narrative and everything. He's got his creative vision down, so as soon as it gets in motion, stay tuned. It's gonna be some fire.
Say less.
Shadows.
Say less.
But like exactly what I was talking about. Just one comment real quick. Before is when I told you I like to bring out talent, remember, and I like helping other people. Like that's what gave me, you know. So this is a perfect example. I found, you know, both of these guys have great talent. And I like zoned in and being able to find out through my interviews with them what their strengths are and stuff. And then being able to bring them together. And when I communicated to them, you know, what I feel like their strengths were and stuff like that, you know, they were able to, you know, acknowledge that and then be able to also say, okay, so I'll take this lead and I'll take this lead and this role in the video and that and whatnot.
No, facts. So I see you got the shirt on, man. I got one of these shirts myself. It says, and what does it say on the shirt?
It says East Coast Eazy. It has my Instagram. It's got the Facebook going on, and it has my slogan up top. The slogan says, "Make hip hop great again."
Make hip hop great again, man. So you know, that's a very intense term. So explain to people, what does it mean to make hip hop great again? You don't think hip hop's great right now?
No, hip hop sucks right now, man.
All right, so what does it mean to you to make hip hop great again? Let's talk about it.
What it means to make hip hop great again is being able to bring back more of the originality, the words, your lyrics, versus having an awesome beat. You know,
Facts.
and because a lot of the times nowadays, as the beat's great, everyone's gonna jam out to it and they're gonna like it, and they won't even pay attention to the lyrics. So I'm really paying attention. Like I want it to go back to the days where it was more of, you were getting recognition as an artist in the hip hop industry. This is, you know, for your lyrics versus for your beat, and also your flow. I want to bring back the originality into hip hop because I feel like it's been going down like the wayside for a while.
Okay, so I got a question for you.
Was that a good answer? Was that a good answer? Was that the answer?
Good answer.
It was good.
So now my next question for for you. I call this the 3 feet, right? So the reason why I call it the 3 feet, right? So say you were coming out with a hypothetical EP, right? Tomorrow, right?
Right.
And there was 3 people that you could have feature on this EP. So each track on this 3-track EP is gonna be a different feature, right?
Right.
But it's obviously somebody that you think you could rock with, right?
Right.
You could keep up with, right?
Right.
So but I'm gonna give you the guidelines for each feature to pick, all right? So for the first person, who's an artist that is not here with us right now that you think East Coast Eazy would sound fire with?
Logic.
No, that's not here right now.
Oh, that died.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought you meant like not.
He's like,
I thought you meant like not in the room right now.
No.
Oh,
So
okay.
somebody that's passed away, to be more specific. Somebody that's passed away that you think you would sound dope with.
Okay. Someone that passed away that I would sound dope. Mac Miller.
Mac Miller, okay, rest in peace, rest in peace. Alright, 2. So dead or alive, but 90s are back.
Dead or alive, but 90s or back.
Yep.
I would have to go with Usher.
Usher, okay, you going with the R&B feature in there. So now last one. So who is somebody that is like out and bubbling and hot right now that you would like to manifest a feature with? Manager, make sure you're paying attention to this one. You gotta
I'm listening.
make some phone calls to this one.
Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow?
Yeah.
Okay, and why you pick Jack? That's very interesting.
I picked Jack because I like his flow.
Mm-hmm.
I like his lyrics. I like the energy he brings, and he's a pretty hot white rapper out there right now, you know?
Okay.
So I think he's, what the face of, I guess, white rappers would be, right? Maybe, like right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's the latest new white rapper out. I like his wordplay a lot. I do. I like the energy he brings.
Word. So now that concludes the East Coast Eazy EP. So now.
Oh, Britney Spears too.
Britney Spears, honorable mention. Britney Spears. Britney Spears. Fair enough. We get that one in there.
All right.
So now, what's in the mix for the future of East Coast Eazy? Where could we see the East Coast Eazy brand going to?
We're gonna take off in 2022.
Okay.
We're planning a college tour. We're gonna hit one college in each state. We're planning on getting 4 or 5 music videos out there. We are planning on. I'm working with there's gonna be a couple models in my video. So one of them has a lingerie company, and so we're working on expanding on her company with her clothes and getting me, I'll be modeling her clothes, for guy stuff. I had to make that note.
Bro, I was a little confused too,
No, like guys' clothes. Like we're
It's just
gonna, she's gonna be sending stuff to my girl, and she's gonna be wearing some stuff, and we're just gonna be, kind of building that, building her brand, and adding it to mine, making it a part of mine at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
We are working on being able to put some press kits together for people in the industry that I've reached out to and that I've spoken to. Brandon's been in contact with some down in Georgia, and so we're trying to get that on the roll and being able to get the video sent out to them. And we're also there's a lot of awesome stuff that's in the future. It's coming.
Okay, so now that's I feel like that was like the near future, but like where do you want your brand to go like 5, 8 years from now? Where do you see the East Coast Eazy brand going to?
Clothes, peer support, obviously music, movies, shoes, I want to be on tampons. I want to be on everything.
Wow.
I want East Coast
That's a
Easy
return.
to be everywhere.
Yo.
I don't care what it is. I'm going to be a part of it. If I could get my name on it, if I could get my foot in the door with whoever it is, wherever it is, however it is, I'm going to make it happen.
So now, question. So if you said movies, right? If a celebrity was gonna play you in a movie, who you picking to play you as a celebrity?
Wait, ask that question again, because I think I was going to answer it wrong.
If a celebrity had to play you in East Coast Easy
Man,
vibe.
no one looks as sexy as me. You can't find nobody.
But who you gonna pick though? You gotta pick somebody. You gonna
You.
You gonna
You.
I guess that was a compliment, so I'll take it. All right.
No, I gotta find somebody to play me. I mean, I don't know anybody that looks like me though. To be honest.
We gotta mentor. We gotta work on that. We gotta find. We gotta
Yeah,
find
we
an
gotta
East
find
Coast
the double
Easy
game.
double.
I would
Exactly.
probably
exactly.
play it myself.
But how you gonna
Like
play yourself your own biography?
Eminem did it.
I mean, but it wasn't. 8 Mile wasn't really like his story, though, was it?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah. It pretty much was me.
Alright, so East Coast Easy's gonna play East Coast Easy.
Yeah, I play myself. I wouldn't. No, to be honest, no. The serious answer, I wouldn't let anybody else play me because I know they wouldn't portray me the way I would portray myself. So if a company,
Touché.
so if like a, you know, if Sony or somebody was like, or Universal or whatever was like, we want to make a movie, da 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 da, and I would tell them at the end of the day in our meetings and stuff, I'm not signing anything. I'm not giving you permission to make anything unless I'm the star in the movie.
Fair enough. I can't be mad at that. So now, what is when say somebody's coming to an East Coast Easy concert, right? What could someone expect from an East Coast Easy show?
Fire.
Like literal fire?
Yeah. No, like literal fire, like a lot of fire.
Why fire?
Because I like the heat, you know? And
Okay.
why is he laughing at me?
I don't
That's not cool.
You said you like heat.
Yeah, no, I like the heat. They would see fire, they would see a lot of energy, okay, so my show is not just gonna be song after song. You know, it's gonna be kind of like a movie. So, you know, there's gonna be parts where I stop in the middle of my performances and I say stuff or I explain stuff where I repeat myself or I do this or I do that or I bring someone on stage and, get them involved in the performance as I'm performing. I expect people to get their money's worth when they come to my show. If they're gonna pay $100, $150, $200, $300 for a ticket to come see me, I want them to be able to leave that night and be able to remember that concert for the rest of their lives, or at least for the foreseeable future for the next couple of years. I want to be like, when people ask, what was your favorite concert you went to last year or this year, I want them to be able to say one day, East Coast concert.
All right, so on that note, I feel like you sound like you've been to a lot of shows. Have you?
No, I've actually never been to a concert in my life.
You've never seen anybody any celebrities perform before?
The first concert I've been to was my own.
Okay. Another East Coast Easy fact. Okay.
I've never been to a concert.
No, I hear it. So now, in regards to like the merch and stuff like that, is the merch up for sale, or can people like reach out to you on like social media and like get a shirt?
Yep. Yeah, they could go on to either Facebook. They could go on to Instagram. We're working on an actual website right now, getting one up where we'll have our merch. There'll be much more merch than just the t-shirts. We'll have pens, we'll have book bags, we'll have keychains. We're gonna have the the lanyards that people could have to connect stuff to. I don't know if I said notebooks, but definitely notebooks. Where
noted.
Noted. Duly noted. Where they hats. We're gonna branch out to everything, and be able to really get people like engaged. Cause kind of like Brandon said, I want everybody to. I don't want it to just be an East Coast thing, as in me specifically myself. I have a lot of artists like to have all the attention on them, and they like it to be all about themselves. Mm-hmm. Like when people hear East Coast, I wanted to eventually be able for them to get an idea of it's everybody's involved.
Yep. So even the on that note, the name is East Coast Easy, but like you have intentions of like going to the West Coast, like Cali, all those, and performing over there, or what?
So of course, I want to go out there. I want to make a track with G-Eazy.
Okay.
We definitely got to make something. I think it would be dope. I look up to him a lot. I support his music. I like his flow. I like his energy. I relate to him a lot too because he was he went to college, party, grew up pretty good area and stuff like that. And he just had a passion for music, and now he is huge. He's great. He's out there making his dreams come true. And so I definitely like the name of the first album is gonna be called Coast is Clear.
Coast is Clear.
Second album is gonna be called Coast to Coast. So you
Okay.
know, if coast is clear, like you make it, you're in the industry, and then coast to coast is going to be about what it's like to actually be famous, going, you know, traveling all across the world and doing shows and doing all that. And then, yeah, the third album, probably something along the lines of like,
You gotta go with the coast team at this point.
no, I was thinking of that saying. What was that saying I told you? Every beautiful ending has an ugly beginning.
Okay. All right. You just left field. It was like you thought it was gonna be the coast.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm jacking.
And then that's gonna be more about the real. That's gonna be more about the real. So like, first album's about, you know, getting there, you know, following your dreams. Second one's gonna be about what it's like to, you know, be in the industry, moving around, doing stuff, traveling. And the third one's gonna be like, okay, so who is, you know, who really is East Coast? Like, what's behind the artist, and who is he as Edward?
Word. So now, if you could perform any 3 places in the world, you get the opportunity. Where are you going?
Dubai,
Okay. Why Dubai?
because I like the environment out there. I like
Okay.
how it looks. I
Okay.
just like to feel like the energy. I would love to put like a sick ass show on, like probably like the middle of the desert or something.
Okay.
It'd be pretty
Two,
cool.
two more locations. So you said Dubai. You're gonna be in the sandstorm with camels behind you and all that.
Exactly.
Okay.
Bet. Oh, check out for Camels and Shadows video too.
Say that.
It'll be a camel.
Come on,
in there.
what's 2 more locations? Dubai. Where else?
Dubai, Tokyo.
Tokyo. Okay.
Gotta get me some Chinese loving.
Okay. Isn't that? Isn't Tokyo? All right. Let's go. Let's go.
I didn't do it.
And
But
then,
last East Coast fun fact. One more. But I was not good at geography or history. History
Another
class was not good for me.
another one.
Yeah.
Another one.
Another one. DJ Khaled. No.
So,
Wait, the
now-
third one.
Oh, I
So
thought-
Tokyo, Dubai, and you know, right here in this room.
In this room?
Yep.
Okay, sure. I mean, it's not impossible. We could check that out first. Right?
Right here.
So now, my last 2 questions, man. So, you know, a lot of people discredit the importance of music, right?
Right.
And the impact that music can have. You know, the brand is more than music. So why for East Coast Eazy is it more than music?
Why is it more than music? Because this is my life. So I want to be able to accomplish as much as I can in my life and be able to reach levels where only people could dream of reaching. I want to
Facts.
be able to also help motivate and determine other people to go out there and follow their dreams. So if I'm not putting in 110% myself, how am I going to ever motivate somebody else to put in 90% when you're only putting in 50% right now?
Facts.
You know, as I said earlier on in the interview, I'm really big on bringing out other people's creativity and their talents and helping them be able to follow their own dreams no matter what it may be in life. So, yeah.
Facts. Now my last question, man. So you get $1 million. I call this the $1 million question. You get $1 million in your bank account tomorrow. Hypothetically, what is the first thing you're doing with $1 million in East Coast Eazy?
I'm giving some money to my mom and my dad
Ooh, okay.
for everything they did for me in my life.
Shout out to mom and dad. Man.
Yeah, I'm giving them some money, and then second thing is I'm gonna build a children's hospital for
Okay.
kids who have cancer.
East Coast Eazy is for the kids.
Yeah,
All right, say less, man. Well, it was good tapping in with you, man.
it was awesome, man.
You already know, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. It's your boy DJ Hollywood. Make sure you check out Shadows. Shout out to the gang for popping through, man.
Yeah, man.
Make hip hop great again, man. Because what else we doing if you're not doing that, man? It's your boy DJ Hollywood. Click the like button, subscribe, share to a friend, man. Independent arts enthusiasts, be out of here.
Let's go.
East Coast.